Hello, everyone. Welcome back to English Listening Lab. I'm Emily, and today we're going to have some fun talking about the weather. Yes, the weather. It's something we all talk about, right? If you're learning English, talking about the weather is a great way to practice. It's easy, and you can do it anywhere.
Hi, Emily. And hi, listeners. I'm Sam. Weather is definitely one of those topics everyone talks about. Sometimes I feel like people talk about the weather just to make small talk. Like, oh, it's so cold today. Or, what a beautiful sunny day. And then we don't know what to say next.
Yes, Sam. It's funny, but talking about the weather is also very useful. You can talk to anyone about it. Friends, strangers, even people you just met. And guess what? It's a very good way to start a conversation in English.
Exactly. So today we're going to help you get comfortable talking about the weather in English. By the end of this podcast, you'll know how to talk about sunny days, rainy days, snowy days, and everything in between. And don't worry, we'll keep it simple and fun.
Let's start with the basics. So, Sam, what's the weather like today where you are?
Oh, today is actually a nice day. The sun is shining, and it's not too hot. I'd say it's a perfect day to go outside and enjoy the weather. Not too cold, not too hot. Just right. What about you, Emily? What's the weather like where you are?
Well, right now it's raining here. It's one of those days when you just want to stay inside, maybe watch a movie and have a cup of tea. I love rainy days, but they can make me feel a little sleepy. Do you like rainy days, Sam?
Sometimes yes, sometimes no. When I'm at home, I like it. But if I'm outside, I prefer sunny weather. I don't like getting wet.
Yes, I know what you mean. Rainy days can be a little annoying if you have to go out, especially if you don't have an umbrella. But let's go back to talking about the weather. When you meet someone, a common question is, "What's the weather like today?" Or, "How's the weather?" Both are very easy to say and very useful.
Right. And you can answer in different ways depending on the weather. For example, you can say, "It's sunny." "It's cloudy today." "It's raining." "It's snowing." "It's hot." "It's cold." There are many simple ways to describe the weather. Let's go over some of them.
Good idea. So let's start with sunny. When the sun is out and there are no clouds in the sky, we say it's sunny. For example, "It's a sunny day today." Or if it's a hot, sunny day, you can say, "It's really hot today. It's so sunny." Do you like sunny days, Sam?
Oh, I love sunny days. They make me feel happy and energetic. I want to go outside and do something fun when it's sunny, like play sports or go to the park. How about you, Emily? Do you like sunny days?
Yes, I love them too. Sunny days are great for going outside and enjoying nature. But sometimes it can be a little too hot, especially in the summer. Do you know the word scorching? If it's really, really hot, we say it's scorching. For example, "It's scorching today. I need a cold drink."
Scorching is a good word to know. And then there's cloudy. Cloudy days are a little different. It's not raining, but the sky is full of clouds, so the sun is hiding behind them. It's not very bright, and it feels a little cooler.
Right. You can say, "It's a cloudy day today." Or, if it looks like it might rain later, you can say, "The sky is cloudy."
it might rain soon.
Exactly. And speaking of rain, let's talk about that. When it's raining, you can say, it's raining. Or if it's raining lightly, you can say, it's drizzling. Drizzle means light rain, like little drops of water falling from the sky.
Yes, and sometimes the rain is heavy. If it's really pouring down, you can say, it's pouring down. This means that the rain is falling very hard. It's very wet outside.
Right. And if you don't want to get wet, you need an umbrella. But Emily, do you know how to ask someone if it's going to rain?
Yes. You can say, is it going to rain today? Or, if you want to be more sure about it, you can ask, do you think it will rain today? It's always good to check the weather if you have to go outside. Okay, Sam. Now that we've talked about sunny and rainy weather, let's talk about something a little colder. Snow. Snow is fun, but it can also be very cold. If you live in a place where it snows, you might hear people say, it's snowing. Or you could say, there's a lot of snow today. Sam, have you ever seen snow?
Oh, yes. I've seen snow a few times. But to be honest, I don't like it very much. It's beautiful to look at, but it's so cold. I don't like walking in the snow, especially when it gets wet and dirty. How about you, Emily? Do you like snow?
I think it's magical. But I agree with you, Sam. Snow can be pretty, but it makes everything cold and wet. And walking in snow can be difficult. Sometimes I wish it would snow for a day and then be sunny again the next day. But when it's snowy, you can also say, it's freezing outside. This means it's really cold, often with snow or ice.
Freezing is a great word for those really cold days. If you want to talk about how cold it is, you can also say, it's very cold today, or it's really chilly outside. Chilly is a word we use when it's cold but not too cold. It's a little cooler than usual, but not freezing. For example, it's a chilly morning today.
Yes, and if it's super, super cold, you can say, it's bitterly cold. This is a way to show that it's not just cold, but almost uncomfortable. And what if it's not cold, but warm, but not hot? Well, then you could say, it's mild today. It's like the weather is somewhere in the middle, not too hot, not too cold.
Mild weather is perfect for going outside. You can walk, run, or even just sit outside and relax. I think we all like those mild days. But, Emily, what about when it's really hot, like in the summer? How do we talk about that?
Oh, summer heat. Well, you can say, it's really hot today. Or if it's so hot that you feel like you're melting, you can say, it's boiling hot. When it's boiling hot, it's very, very hot, almost too much to handle.
Boiling hot. That's a fun way to say it. I always want to go to the beach when it's boiling hot. But sometimes it's just too hot to do anything outside, right? We just want to stay inside with the air conditioning. And if you want to talk about the temperature in the summer, you can ask, what's the temperature today? Or if you're talking to a friend, you can say, can you believe how hot it is today?
Oh, yes. And let's not forget the word humid. Humidity makes the hot weather feel even worse. Humid means that there's a lot of moisture or water in the air. So when it's hot and humid, it feels sticky and uncomfortable. For example, it's hot and humid today. I don't want to go outside.
Humidity. That's the worst in summer, right? It makes everything feel sticky and sweaty. But sometimes it's just part of living in a warm place. And speaking of temperature, Do you know what people say when it's very nice outside? They might say, "The weather is perfect today," or "It's beautiful outside."
Yes, that's right. And you can use that expression for any weather that you like, whether it's sunny, mild, or just nice enough for a walk. You can say, the weather is perfect for a walk. So if you're ever outside and it feels great, remember to say that.
So many great words and phrases for the weather, but here's a quick question for you, Emily. What's your favorite kind of weather?
Mm, that's a tough one. I think I like it when it's sunny but not too hot. Maybe in spring or autumn. Just warm enough for a jacket, but not too hot to enjoy being outside. How about you, Sam?
I like sunny days too, but I also like rainy days when I can stay inside and relax with a cup of tea. Sometimes a cozy rainy day is the best.
Great answer, Sam. And listeners, what about you? What's your favorite kind of weather? Do you like sunny days, snowy days, or rainy days? Leave us a comment below and tell us what you think. We'd love to hear from you. Okay, now that we have covered sunny, rainy, snowy, and even hot weather, let's talk about something a little more interesting. Have you ever heard someone say, "It's a beautiful day, but it's a little windy"? Wind can change the way we feel about the weather, right?
Absolutely. Wind can make a sunny day feel cooler or a cold day feel even colder. But it can also be fun. If the wind is gentle, it can feel nice, especially on a hot day. But if it's too windy, it can be annoying, especially if it blows your hat off. So, when it's windy, we can say, "It's windy today." Or, "The wind is really strong today." If the wind is very, very strong, we could say, "It's a gale today." A gale is a very strong wind.
Yeah, I've been caught in a gale before, and it was hard to walk. It was so windy that it felt like the wind was pushing me back. But Sam, what do you say when the wind is really light, just a small breeze?
A breeze. That's nice. When it's just a little wind, we say, "It's breezy today." A breeze is a gentle, soft wind. It's the kind of wind that feels nice on your face, but doesn't blow your hat off. And let's not forget, some places are very windy all the time, like near the sea. People might say, "It's always windy at the beach."
True. The beach is always windy, and sometimes the wind can make it feel colder than it really is, especially by the sea. And speaking of the weather at the beach, let's talk about the word storm. A storm is when the weather is really bad. It's not just rain or wind, but rain and wind together, usually with thunder and lightning. For example, there's a storm coming, or there's a big storm today.
Yes, storms can be scary, especially when there's thunder and lightning. Some people don't like storms at all. But the good news is, they don't happen every day. If you're worried about a storm, you might hear people say, "The weather forecast says there's a storm coming," or "They said a storm is on the way."
That's right. And it's always a good idea to check the weather forecast if a storm is coming. You can say, "What does the weather forecast say?" Or, "Is there a storm coming today?" Now, let's take a break from talking about bad weather and talk about something nice again. Spring. Spring is when flowers bloom and the weather gets warmer. People say, "It's springtime," and the weather is usually mild and fresh.
Yes, spring is my favorite season. Everything feels new and fresh. It's not too hot, not too cold, just perfect for going outside. People might say, "It's lovely in the spring," or "Spring is here." Spring is a great time to talk about the weather because it's so nice outside. You can say, The weather is beautiful in the spring. Or, it's a perfect day for a walk in the park.
I love spring too, but some places can get very hot in summer, and when it's too hot, people might talk about how they feel. They could say, "It's too hot to do anything today," or "I can't stand this heat."
Yes, when it's too hot, you just want to stay inside and stay cool, maybe with a fan or even better, air conditioning. If it's really hot, you could also say, "It's sweltering outside." That's another way to say it's really, really hot.
And don't forget, in the winter, if it's freezing outside, you might say, "It's so cold, I can't feel my fingers," or "It's freezing today."
Yes, that's the worst, when it's freezing and you have to wear a big coat and scarf. But at least we can talk about it, right? It's a good way to start a conversation with someone.
Exactly. Talking about the weather is a great way to make small talk. It's easy, and everyone has something to say about it. Now, we've covered a lot of weather vocabulary today. We've talked about sunny, rainy, windy, snowy, hot, cold, and even stormy weather. And now, I want to ask you, listeners, what's the weather like where you are today? Are you enjoying the sunshine, or maybe it's raining where you are? Let us know in the comments below.
We would love to hear about the weather where you live. Do you like hot weather or do you prefer cooler days? And don't forget, if you're still unsure how to talk about the weather in English, just practice. You can always start by saying, "It's a nice day today." That's a great way to begin any conversation.
That's right, Sam. And remember, the more you practice, the easier it gets. You'll be talking about the weather like a native speaker in no time.
Thanks for listening to English Listening Lab today. We hope you enjoyed our talk about the weather and that you learned some new ways to talk about it in English.
Until next time, keep practicing your English and enjoy the weather wherever you are.
Bye, everyone. See you next time.